Forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this new day, giving thanks for life, for health, and the opportunity to serve through this station. We ask for your divine presence to guide us in all we do. Bless this broadcast, that it may be a source of inspiration, joy, and unity to all who tune in. Whether near or far, may our words uplift, our music heal, and our message bring light to those who need it most. We pray for our listeners, wherever they may be. Grant them strength for the day ahead, peace in their hearts, and success in all they put their hands to. Cover those traveling with your protection, and those at home with your comfort and provision. Lord, may everything we do bring honor to you and be a blessing to others. Guide our steps, bless our efforts, and let this station be a vessel of positivity and hope. In your name we pray. Amen.
Your voice, your soundtrack, your station. New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Chambalasi, 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 look one day and everybody stare. Chambalasi, look one day, the children then beware. Chambalasi, look one day and everybody stare. Chambalasi, look one day, the children then beware. See them coming down today, oh Lord, you
so clear the way. Coming down for carnival day. Blue, jab love to pay. When them pan them play. Nuts and dance and break away. Get on the tongue where they must pay. Play, look them day.
Chambalasi, look one day and everybody's there. Chambalasi, look one day, the children then beware. Chambalasi, look one day and everybody's there. Chambalasi, look one day.
Now we're going to take it in our style.
See your stars,
Yes.
made of disperse exodus and freeze too. Coming from the hills of steel and children pushing
breakfast show, bringing you the energy, music, and vibes to start your day right.
This is down to come.
Chambalasi.
Come.
Chambalasi.
Come.
Chambalasi.
Hey everybody, good morning to you. How you doing? Yeah. It's a Friday. The weekend is here. As we welcome you to the gateway to the weekend.
Everybody's there.
Good morning, Trinidad. Good morning to Tobago, neighbors in the Caribbean. Good day to you. Friends and family who are streaming all around the globe. Good day to you. And of course, thank you. Thank you for being here on your era TT Radio, NETT Radio. Heartbeat of the Caribbean, we take you above and beyond. I want to say much thanks to the Heavenly Father for bringing us together for another day, and everything that we do, dear God, everything, let it be a blessing unto you. People say, Charles, that is me. Happy am I to be in your company. I say, welcome you to the Get Up and Go. This is your breakfast show.
Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The breakfast show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah line, let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Good vibes rolling through the air. The breakfast show, energy everywhere. We talk, we laugh, we make you think. Grab your doubles or your morning drink.
Okay, we are here. Hold on. All right, let's go.
All right, good morning. Good morning to Charles. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. And good morning, listeners and viewers all over the globe. It's a beautiful Friday morning. We are here. We are happy to be in the land of the living. Condolences to those who would have lost loved ones. We're not sure. Just forgive me, forgive again for another day, right?
Yeah.
Another one of those nights.
Oh my word! Too much of them things now, you know.
It's gotten worse.
Oh my word!
It's gotten worse. You know.
I feel like I want to hook you up with somebody, you know.
Well, as I say, whenever I
That kind of somebody, yeah.
Whenever I travel and I go from hot to cold, this happens. But I also take on a lot of stuff. So a couple incidents happened over the weekend that I just knew I was going to get sick. You understand?
Oh Lord!
I just knew I was going to get sick because of how my mind works and how my body works. I knew I was going to get sick, so I prepared for it.
Now you kind of not pull too much things at times, you know. I'll say a little to let it go.
Well, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
And I think there are people who know my triggers and the
trigger in it.
Maybe they're exploited. You know? But happy birthday to my good friend. Today is his birthday, November 28th. I said yesterday, but it's really today. Hayden Revelalis. His birthday is today. Happy birthday, Hayden. And Kenneth Whiteman used to be a hockey player. I don't know where Kenneth living now. Is he living? No, I'm going to ask that question. Selwyn Walker, my cousin out there in the United States, he's also celebrating his birthday today. And anyone else celebrating a birthday today as we come to the end of November. This month went quick. Very quick. You know? And well, it couldn't go faster for Dr. Ralph Gonzalez over there in St. Vincent. He got a walloping. After 25 years, it happens. It was bound to happen. And if you were good at reading body language, you just realize he knew he was going to lose. You understand? You knew he was going to lose. Yeah, I've tried that Ambrose Blanc because I actually have a sauna. You know.
Yeah, but that was kind of expected.
And I put peppermint oil in it. I've tried it, but again, as I said, I know what the issue is. Not so much my body, it's probably my mind. You know? Yeah. So that's the big trending story, of course, this morning. The fact that Dr. Ralph Gonzalez lost in St. Vincent. Of course, you know all the rumors about people interfering in their elections and whatnot. That will resurface, I'm sure, because St. Lucia, I think, is up next, and Barbados. They also have elections coming up pretty soon. So we'll see.
Well, as I said, we see how it goes. Well, we have not seen Richard as yet, so we don't have the dancing lady and everything for Friday. You know,
I'm sure you'll come on just now with it.
Yeah. So I just scrambled for a good news. So let's do a good news and come back, and hopefully by then you'll be inside, right?
So.
Canadian lawyer created Pan-Africanism in London and changed African history forever. Follow whispers of the islands for Caribbean revolutionary history they erased. Henry Sylvester Williams was born in Trinidad in 1869 and became the father of Pan-Africanism. In 1897, he founded the African Association in London to protect the interests of all people of African descent in British colonies. In 1900, Williams organized the first Pan-African Conference at Westminster Town Hall in London, bringing together 37 delegates from Europe, Africa, and the United States, including W.E.B. Du Bois. This Trinidadian lawyer coined the actual term Pan-Africanism and created the first headquarters for the movement in England while fighting British colonialism. He became the first black man admitted to the bar in Cape Colony, South Africa, and one of the first people of African descent elected to public office in Britain. His work influenced Marcus Garvey, Stokely Carmichael, C.L.R. James, and George Padmore, and served as a catalyst for the civil rights movement, Black Power movement, and anti-colonial struggles worldwide. A Caribbean school teacher from Trinidad created the entire framework for African liberation, and nobody talks about him. Share this with someone who loves black history. Why don't they teach this?
David Mohammed speaks about Henry Sylvester Williams.
Sylvester Williams, yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, he's like
Pan-Africanism.
And we have a whole lot of heroes like that, you know, but just that people don't know them, you know. Thank God, at least, you know, with things like these, you get to really hear about them and who they are, who at least who they were and what they did. That whole Pan-African movement, you know, that started with somebody right here, you know. Yeah, well, I gifted people, man.
That was our good news for today, people.
Yeah, that was the good news. I can't remember where I got that from. You know, somebody sent that. I can't remember if you sent that to me from somebody. I can't. But I just collect some of them and I just keep them here for the days like today.
I will put that in the chat a little while now. I'm surprised you find it.
Yeah, no, I know. I download, like when I get time, some of them, you know, some of them take time to. But when I get it done, I say, okay, well, I'll keep it because at some point in time we will need it for times like these.
Yeah.
When good news seems to be not on the platform.
Yeah.
You know, every now and then we just get that.
Yep.
But wherever you are this morning, Richard, hoping that all is well. Hoping that you
are. Richard. Of course, as I said, the main news is that Godwin Friday, and what a day for him to have as his first day in
Thank God it's Friday.
On a Friday.
Fantastic Friday or Good Friday. You know, what kind of thing.
Yeah. And Lucky 7 too is his 7th Prime Minister after ending 25 years ULP rule. 7th Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Godwin Friday. Right?
I wonder how long he's been. Because I mean, I really don't pay much attention to it. I don't know anything about him. You know what I mean? But I'm wondering if Mr. Gonzalez has been there for 25 years. I wonder how long he's been in the trenches. How many elections?
Spring chicken. Based on the picture, he ain't no spring chicken.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I'm wondering if he been fighting up for, because I doubt he ain't look like he been fighting with Ralph for the 25 years.
No.
He might have been probably like a 10 years, like our prime minister, or 15 years, you know.
Yeah, I've never heard the name before. And even in this election, you didn't really hear much about the opponent, you know.
Yeah,
you didn't hear much about the opponent. But of course, a lot of people are speculating the long arm of America is also involved. And it will be involved in other elections coming up soon. A partner messaged me yesterday and said, what did I tell you? I told you you're going to lose. And in St. Lucia, they're going to change government. And in Barbados, they're going to change government. Any government in the Caribbean that showed they're opposed to what the U.S. is doing, they're going to change them. That's what he told me. And I said, well, one down. Let's see.
Well, I don't know how, you know, how they go about changing them. How do they really influence? Because like they said that about us.
Charles, they're playing naive.
No, wait now, hold on. That's what I'm trying to understand. You know what I mean? Because I'm a voter. You understand? I live here. I saw things happening. So I'm wondering how they influence me to vote in a particular way. That is what I'm trying to understand.
Mm-hmm. Well, Denzel Alexander is saying he was opposition leader for over 30 years. 30 years. That's news. I don't know the name at all.
Yeah. That's a long time.
Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, guys. My apologies. I went to get papers and I got caught up in a little old talk that went a little too long. But so
I know the streets of Arima can be.
That accounts to me being everybody is already very busy-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So that kept me back. I had to say, oh, I look late. Bye. So.
That was a real conversation the whole day. That sounded like it had double something this morning with it.
No. It was getting to doubles actually. Maybe I should have some doubles in truth. And then I was like, then I saw the time and I was like, hey, no, I need to leave. Bye. Gone. So my apologies. But I already went to get papers and I just got kept back.
Yeah.
So, but I have the papers, so I can do good news.
We did our good news already.
At this point, right?
We did one. We did our good news.
Oh, you did one? Okay.
Yeah. We scrambled and pulled together one very quickly when we realized you weren't there.
Because I had a Michael Tasia that David Ware sent me.
Well, it's Friday. We can do it. So go ahead. Let me do it now.
Yeah. It's with him singing Last Train to... It's called a song called Last Train, but it was at a Napa. It's with the National Philharmonic Orchestra and Michael Tasia. So we can watch a bit of it.
Okay.
And as part of the good news. I'll still play the good news.
In the morning, my phone you're calling. When things get boring, it's back on all you want. I thought I was the one, I thought that this was love. But when I check the scene, she's a bright to be. Now I on the last train, heading down to San Fernando. Coming to Tifa, wine up on you, unlock your door, open your window. I on the last train, heading down to San Fernando. Coming to Tifa, wine up on you, unlock your door, open your window. She want me go down there, so let me go down there. Yeah, what she telling me? When you come in San Fernando, she want me go down there, so let me go down there. Yeah, what she telling me? When you come in neighbor dog barking. I hear people talking. She tell me pass through the bag. You have a money man there, because your bills them paid. And but you're still playing games. Nobody wins at the end of the day. Girl, I know I'm not the one. I know that this ain't love, but when I check the scene, it's time for me to leave. Now I am the last train, heading down to San Fernando. Coming to Tifa, wine up on you. Unlock your door upon your window. I am the last train, heading down to San Fernando. Coming to Tifa, wine up on you. Unlock your door upon your window. She want me go down there, so let me go down there. Yeah, what she telling me? When you come in San Fernando, she want me go down there, so let me go down there. Yeah, what she telling me? When you come in San Fernando. Even on she wedding day, she still calling me. She begging me to stay. She don't know when to stop. The man gives she everything, the house and the car and the ring. But you're still playing games. Nobody wins at the end of the day. Girl, I know I'm not the one. I know that this ain't love, but when I check the scene, it's time for me to leave. Now I am the last train, heading down to San Fernando. Coming to Tifa, wine up on you. Unlock your door upon your window. Girl, I am the last train, heading down to San Fernando. Coming to Tifa, wine up on you. Unlock your door upon your window. She want me go down there, so let me go down there. Hear what she telling me? When you come in San Fernando, she want me go down there, so let me go down there. Hear what she telling me? When you come in San Fernando.
Well, if not for his voice, I wouldn't tell you who is that. I would ask you who is that.
Yeah. He has a good voice too. You know?
He has a distinctive voice.
Yeah. So that was, So I just thought, but David West sent me that yesterday, and I said, "Oh, this is a good, thing to show for good news, because it shows you the merging of the two forms, which you don't usually see. Not that it's the first I've done it, but you don't usually see. And he has such a powerful voice. I thought it was going to be Last Train to San Fernando by was it Soul Iron, or was it what is it, Sir Charles?
I can't remember exactly what the singer.
Is it Soul Iron or something like that? Who sang the original Last Train to San Fernando? So I thought it was that, but obviously it's not that. But it kind of has similarities in a kind of way, because it's about a woman in San Fernando, and she's getting married the next day. So so it's kind of like this is the last time, but it's also the last train, because the train is going.
Yes, Ambrose Black. That was Mikel Teja. He cut off his hair.
He has a whole new look.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But if it is well done, it's a real nice production.
Yeah. I see you all talking about the St. Vincent elections with Goodwin Friday. I did reach out to the Prime Minister-elect to see if he'll come on the show, so we'll see whether he will accept or not. And
Godwin.
Godwin?
No, it's Godwin.
Oh, you want God in it, boy?
It's Godwin.
You want God in it? Okay, you take the win for God. Okay. And any little opportunity you get for God to win, you take it.
I'll cough. What's that laughing? I'll cough. Oh, God. Anyway, let's go to the chat.
We still should go to the chat, because we're a little behind time at this point, I'm sure.
Charles, just quickly, I want to ask you, what kind of tune is that you were playing before we start the program today? Where you got that tune from?
What, the song with Marshall and Tasha?
No, that's the song you play to start the show. The song you was playing before, you know, when before we come on.
Oh no, I can't remember what was that. That was basically on the.
Some KITTYCAT.
Oh, that was one of the guys from last year. That's in the playlist, overnight playlist.
Oh gosh, no, that's Raj and them tune. Raj and them tune.
Yeah. The kitty cat.
When I hear it, I say, what is this I hear?
Yeah. Bring the kitty cat.
Let me try to go to this thing without coughing. Joyce Philip, top of the morning. Valerie Mendoza. Anthony Tinto. Margaret Thomas. I'll probably shorten my greetings, right? And just call names, right? DL, Old Lady. Estelita Sampson. Ava Smith. Eunice Dublin. Suzanne Jessup. Suzanne Suzette and Miss Gemma. Manuela Peters. Old Lady. There's a story. Okay, all right. Diane Payne, Boy B. Dacey, Wendy Ann James, Erica Charles, Odell Guy, Pearl Cordis, Pearl and Stacy Ann Cordis, that is. Sherwin and Juliet Kerr, Rena Bodu Jennings, Marlon Motley, Kenny in Harlem, Carol Guevara Apollonus, Nicola McNichols, Michael Cadet, Debbie Modeste, Lambert Bruce, Ambrose Blah, Norris Ferguson, Ingrid from Tucson, Margarita Chow, Carla Hercules, Bernadette and Melissa Yates also says good morning. Ozzy Molino, Gavin Frank, Prabha Ramdial, Katian Charles, and Arlene out there in Brownsville, Texas. Miguel Gonzalez, Slick Money Grip, Joyce Phillip 114, what a thing. Okay, that was the result in St. Vincent. Debbie Mitchell says good morning. Ian Stewart, Richard Jeremiah, Ambrose Blah. Oh yeah, okay, there's the advice on ours. Valerie Mendoza, Trini Merle Kitchen, Joyce Phillips asking where's the dancing lady. We'll get her. Today young. CJ from New York, Dean Allen. Hi everyone, the trick played off. GH also says, makes comment on the St. Vincent elections. Julia Samantha says, good morning, guys. Helen Prescott, Trinidad Margot, Denzel Alexander, he was the opposition. He corrected it after 20 years. Florence Bazi, Michael Oliver, Ambrose Bar, we'll wait and see, our partner Bethme is for waiting to see. Diane Payne, because why didn't have the opposition in Guyana? Because they supporting the government. David Wears, no Wendell, two governments down. Yeah, you're right. Trinidad and St. Vincent. This is New Year. Michael Oliver, Sherwin and Juliet Kerr. Wendell not in Barbados, the opposition not ready. Well, we'll see. A lot of other chats here. Whoever is Nuts Cake, Sir Charles, check out Nuts Cake. Just remove the person comment and ban them, please. I sent it in the chat also since earlier on. Robert Harper, Nicola McNichols.
She's saying it's Duke to Iron, so I knew it was something Iron. I just couldn't remember what it was.
Was that sorry?
Thank you, Nicola McNichols.
Okay. Taran Sipasad says it's Rose. Who sang that? And Kazim Mohammed says Duke of Iron. Joyce Phillip, where's my dancing lady? Right. Nicola also says Duke. Michael Robinson from Yokohama, Japan. Deborah Noel Serret. David McCarthy. Sandrina Bagan Charles. And Nicola McNichols said to Charles, who sang Last Trinidad? No, Last Train. I think it's Last Train to San Fernando Yemende. Yeah. All right. That's it.
Well, that's Duke to Iron. I knew it was something Iron. I just can't remember. I was Soul Iron. Okay. But but that's it for us. And so Charles, you want to greet people in your
so good morning to Kent, Callan, and Kelly. Good morning to Brenda in Penal, Frank in Aruka. Zena, good morning to you. Horatio, good morning. Archbishop Ashton Clark, Mr. Beeps out in Pity Valley, Sanchez Serret, Good morning to you. And of course, Pauline and Foxy is also on the chat this morning. Yeah, so those are all the people that we have inside. And good morning to the Gael family. Welcome.
All right.
Good to have you all.
All right, so we're going for a break. We'll be right back.
There's no Christmas like Christmas on New Era TT Radio.
Oh, how I wish I were a child again, where poinsettias keep reminding me.
Christmas is family.
A Christmas gift of love. It's the kind of gift a man enjoys.
Christmas is love.
Have a Merry Christmas, my dear, and have a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas from all of us here at New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
It's Christmas. Can't do without black cake, homemade bread, sweet bread, pone, pastel, and punchacram. Get it at Val's Kitchen in Dabadi. To place your order, call 758-0148. Yes, delivery can be arranged. Val's Kitchen, Dabadi.
Charmflair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop, located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Davanti tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Charmflair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair. We do it all.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Black cake sell-off, pastel sell-off, ham and pepper sauce, candles of course, decor and jewelry, clothes for you and me, everything sell-off.
This Christmas, come down to the Center of Excellence Terrenia Hall on Sunday, November 30th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the Sell-Off Christmas Market. Over 100 local vendors bringing the best of Trinbago, food, fashion, crafts, and pure Christmas vibes. Brought to you by the Passers-by TT in partnership with the ODEM Global Group. Visit passersbytt.com for updates.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, small businesses, this one's just for you. Get your brand, your product, your business in front of thousands every single day on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV. And here's the gift you've been waiting for. Radio and television advertising has never been more affordable anywhere else. We are talking unbelievable real rates. Prices no one else can offer you for primetime slots that put your business right where your customers are watching and listening. So, call us today at 299-5156 and turn your Christmas into real results and real profits with affordable advertising so you too can say Merry Christmas.
Christmas is coming and theater is going. You don't need found to watch corn. It's down to one final performance. The #1 comedy of 2025 is coming to an end. One show only, Saturday the 6th of December at 8:30 p.m. at Sapper. Tickets available at K Squared Fashion, C3 Center and Brentwood Mall, and at Friends of Marabella by the Roundabout. Tickets also available at the Sapper box office for 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. Don't miss the #1 play of 2025. You don't need foul to watch corn. Don't miss it.
Of course, we're back, and this is the point at which I can do the newspapers for this morning. So I'll just get straight into the newspapers. At this point,
all political careers end in failure unless they are cut off at a happy juncture. Politicians will never learn that. All political careers end in failure unless they are cut off at a happy juncture.
There's a headline somewhere.
No, that's a saying. I've used it many times on this radio before.
Can I proceed with the headlines now?
You can.
Is there anything else you need to get out?
No, I just need to tell any politician listening that if you don't cut off your career at a happy juncture, it's going to be cut off at a time where you fail.
Daily Express for this morning, and of course today is Friday, so the weekend has begun, people. So today is Friday, November 28th. PM admits U.S. Marines in Tobago for airport road radar and drug surveillance. Kamla's flip-flop is the headline. American tourist stabbed to death in Sister Isle. Ralph is out after St. Vincent election. All of that is on the front page, and the main picture is that of the tragic circumstances of the councillor Ramona Victor and her goodbye to her funeral. On the back page, what is this? This is a picture of the Prime Minister distributing the laptops. And PM begins $18,000 device nationwide distribution. Penal first to get laptops.
$18,000?
What?
You said $18,000 device?
No, 18,000 laptops.
Oh, okay.
She begins 18,000 device nationwide distribution.
Okay.
That's how they phrased it.
I thought I heard dollars sticking.
No. It's how they phrased it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
NAPS champs again. Southern School wins 5th SSFL Prem Division title. Red Force in final. Webster and Django bowlers see off Hurricanes. Humphreys and Dukram resume battle for number 1, and Lane shines as warm-up ends. So moving on to the Newsday for today. On the front page of the Newsday this morning, tourist stabbed to death. Tobago man held for murder in Castara. That's, horrible news. And when a foreigner is murdered, it's even more tragic, especially for an island with tourism, where tourism is your main form of income. Happy students, Form 1 students of Penal Secondary School, after they received their laptops on Thursday at the school's auditorium. 47 million creepy ganja bust in Central, creepy in inverted commas. PM, US helping with radar in Tobago. And on the back page, Signal held pipped to second by Benedict's in Premiership as Naps lift the crown. Red Force booked Super 50 Cup final spot. I'm moving straight on to the Guardian newspaper for this morning. I'm zooming along. U.S. Marines extend stay. PM confirms American troops still in Tobago providing support for runway, road, and radar construction. 10% deal done. Public servants to get $3.8 billion in back pay. All Form 1 students to get laptops for Christmas. And there's a picture of the Ramona Victor funeral again. Close to 50 million in marijuana seized in Central. All of that is on the front page of The Guardian. And on the back page, Naps reign supreme. Well, that's obviously the number 1 story in sports. Naps reign supreme. So that's it for headlines this morning. One thing that...
Sorry, Richard. But was an explanation given for the building of a radar system in Tobago? What is this about?
No.
The Americans?
No.
They haven't said what it's about. But they've confirmed.
Well, they have in the sense of saying it's to augment surveillance of narco traffickers. Because the Prime Minister did mention it in passing that it was to protect the Trinidad and Tobago waters. She didn't say it exactly how I'm saying it, but along those lines. It's how she explained it. Now, I did see that Dennis, what is that guy's name? Who's the head of the PNM in Tobago? It's Ansel Dennis, right?
Ansel Dennis, yes.
Right, Ansel Dennis. How come he's still the head and it's not Morris, the one who's actually in Parliament?
That's a good question.
Kelvin Morris.
I asked that back then and it wasn't answered.
Well, because you would think it would be Kelvin Morris because he's the one who's in, I say in Parliament, but they're the THA House. And he's the only one.
That Kelvin was too young and too experienced. Kelvin was too young and too experienced. I didn't agree with it, but they know best.
You're saying that was a kind of undertone of passive aggressiveness that I just pointed out to you.
Don't make me laugh, though, buddy.
So anyway, so I saw that he is saying he will stand with Farley in not wanting any installations in Tobago. Now, I was a little confused. I was like, is this the radar? This is where my brain went. They built an airport without radar? Or is this the radar for the airport? Or is this radar for something else? Because you remember the US had requested of Grenada to install radar as part of the surveillance of the seas in the Caribbean. So I'm saying, is this an augmenting of that? Because Grenada has kind of still, pussyfooting on it.
They're tiptoeing around it.
Yeah, they're pussyfooting around it in terms of, even though the Prime Minister said that he's going to make a statement soon. But, so is that in connection to that? And is it the same kind of radar you're talking about? And it's that the Prime Minister hasn't just agreed and said, okay, you can put it in Tobago.
But Farley didn't even know what was going on. He didn't have a clue.
Well, he said he missed a call from the Prime Minister, so he would be speaking with her. But so I don't know. I don't know. And he said what he did say from the news last night is that he didn't want the installation of anything in Tobago that will bring them into the US-Venezuela dynamic.
Too late for that.
So we'll see. So of course the THA elections it's THA elections that are coming up.
Yes.
And of course I know the PNM would love to win, but I don't know what I have no idea what the polling is like or what the PNM's chances are in Tobago. I mean, the PNM has won several times in Tobago, so it's very possible that they could. But we'll have to see. It could. I don't know if pollsters or political analysts will look at it as a gauge of public sentiment of the 6 months plus. Well, it'll be more than 6 months by then because it'll be early next year. So it'll be like 8 or the first 8-9 months of the current administration, and use that as a kind of sounding board in terms of the election results. A kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
And simply because obviously the PDP has pretty much aligned itself with the UNC in terms of the general election. And
you mean the TPP?
It's TPP. I was trying to figure out what the name was.
PDP is Watson Duke.
Right? PDP is Watson Duke.
Yeah.
And TPP. You don't hear about Watson Duke as much anymore. But TPP, yes. Whether it would be some sort of referendum or whether the PNM is approaching it that way, I don't know. I don't know if you know, Wendell.
No, I don't have a clue.
Yeah, so. But anyway, but of course the big news is the results in St. Vincent. Is it 114? I have no idea.
That's what Joyce Philip put up.
I don't know what the actual results were. But certainly Ralph Gonzalez has been there almost like a lifetime. I mean, anybody under the age of 25 only knew Ralph Gonzalez.
Yes.
So now they will know somebody else. You know. So I'm trying to see if I could get some. Well, I mean, in other good news, if you want to call it good news, the Chief Personnel Officer, the CPO and the PSA have agreed to the 10% and how it's going to be managed. And it's amounted to 3.8 billion, and they're going to be signing off on it on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's going to be 3.8 billion in back pay and $420 million additionally in recurrent in terms of the additional salaries. Apparently it's 11115 over the period. So it's like 1%, 5 years of 1% increases, because it spans, I assume, a 10-year period in terms of the 2 periods, which doesn't make sense. Maybe it's 3 periods. I don't know, but that's how the CPO seemed to explain it yesterday.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Of course, one of the reporters did ask whether they will get their back pay before Christmas. But I say it takes a lot of work to do it, but not impossible.
Yeah.
A lot of work. And as I was saying, it doesn't have to be paid by the time of payday, which is what some people were suggesting. Oh, payday is around the 15th, which it's usually early in December. But that has nothing really to do with it. You could get your back pay after that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's good news. At least they agreed quickly. Sad news, the American tourist is murdered in Castara, but the suspect has been held. But that's little consolation for the family and friends of the person who's been murdered. I mean, it's some consolation, but I mean, somebody who was there, police arrested a 26-year-old man from Lockery Vale, Scarborough, in connection with the murder of an American tourist in Castara on Wednesday night, bringing Tobago's murder toll to 8 for the year. Senior Superintendent Earl Ellie confirmed yesterday that the suspect was in custody and that investigators were continuing interviews and evidence checks. Officers said 44-year-old Christopher Brown, a U.S. citizen, was found unresponsive around 10:35 p.m. along Depot Road with injuries. Police believe he was stabbed to death. The incident stunned residents in the tourism-dependent village, and stakeholders moved early yesterday to reassure visitors that Castara remains safe. So, I mean, it goes on to say more. The home invasion bill passes in lower house. Of course, the PNM was very adamant that it's bad law. I think it needs a majority. It should need a majority, I'm thinking. And they may need some of the independent senators to get it past the Senate.
In the Senate.
I think so.
I haven't followed that issue.
I think they need like about 4 of them.
4 independent senators.
Yeah.
The government will need at least 3 opposition or independent senators to secure the required 3/5 majority. And so we'll see whether it passes the Senate. In terms of the bill itself. So obviously, I mean, I haven't read the bill, but obviously the opposition raised a lot of issues that they had with it. And they felt it was bad law and that there were too many, it was too broad and too draconian, I think, if I had to sum them.
But I think one of the main things they said is that it won't protect you from being charged for murder. You understand? You could still be charged for murder or manslaughter, as the case may be. And you have to prove, how should I put it, why you did what you did. It doesn't prevent you from being charged, because the impression was that if you remember the words of Minister of Defense, they run away from you, shoot them in the back. You understand? Yeah. He had uttered those words on a platform. You understand? But you'll be charged. That's the reality. You'll be charged still. So I think that was one of the main points that Stuart Young raised. I didn't follow anybody else actually to hear what they had to say.
There was an interesting video, an old video of the now Prime Minister as opposition leader talking about freedom of speech.
Yes, I saw that too.
Yes, and so I thought it was interesting.
And about social blogging and so on.
Yeah. So
yes. Karma, not karma, but
politicians. They are amazing form of humanity. But if you take some calls at this point, I was going to play that video, but I didn't download it in time.
Yeah, I saw it too.
So anyway,
yesterday's yesterday, today's today. Yes. Yeah. All right, so people, we're going to the lines. We're taking your calls, and the lines have already started to be engaged, so we're going there one time. Good morning to your caller. All right, so people, we're going to the lines. Hold on. What am I doing here? Somebody played in the background. Hold on.
Steve? I mean, Charles?
Yeah, I hear him. I hear him. Okay, something else is playing in the background on the phone line. That's a good. Right, caller, you there? All right, lost the caller. All right, go ahead. Also, when caller come back, I'll let you know.
You know, I also read, I think it's yesterday, a story, an incredulous story of an offer to bury the counselor who was the victim of a domestic violence and murder suicide, to be buried alongside the husband that murdered her. I say, people going mad.
Somebody offered that?
Yeah, I saw that as a news story. You didn't see that?
No, I heard
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I know I didn't.
Yes. Somebody, I don't know which side of the fence, wanted a joint funeral. After listening to that father, the way he pleaded, said what he had to say. You could make an offer like that to that man? No.
The caller is back, so let's see if it. So, hi, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, sir.
Morning to you, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Stevens. People are incredible. I saw that and I was like, wow. When that circumstance was, that is a total heartlessness. And then to think about, you know what I mean, if both sides of the family had come and friends and so on, and you know, raw feelings about the fact that of what the incident was, you know what I mean? Totally impractical. But you know, I'd like to say about the so Charles, thanks for that. Yesterday is yesterday and today is today. But when I saw that video, I said, wow. And you know, when I saw it on social media and I'm watching the comments below and the defense by people, I say, wow, it's no hope for this place. I really believe that. But I want to say, I'm glad that one of my relatives who is in the entities that would receive the 10% called me and asked for an opinion. And I said, I'm glad for them, but I am worried about my country. And I'm wondering if that settlement, which is by one entity, because others are lining up as well, the prisons, the fire, the nurses, Nuge, and everybody. And if there is one component for one entity, which is 3.8 billion in back pay, 421 recurrent expenditure, which wasn't in the budget. What would I'm saying? I told my relative, I say, this is the first domino to fall in our way to the IMF. That is my assessment of it. Because I'm saying everybody else would be expecting that, and in addition, the people who accepted 4% for the period that the 10% was given for will now be looking to go back to get the 6% that they didn't get. And also, you have other periods to negotiate for under this administration in the next 5 years, right? 20 to 22, 23 to 25, and so on. And all these various negotiations will be in the term of this government. So we'll see. I'm glad for them, but I'm worried for my country when that wasn't budgeted for, as said by the Minister of Finance, and where the funds will come from for the recurrent payments as the years roll on. Thanks a lot for the opportunity, gentlemen. Have a good weekend. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you, sir.
Isn't there, and Richard might be able to help us out with that situation, for persons who would have signed for the 4%, they would have already signed off. You know, I think it's basically the person. They will probably have to go to court to try to find that kind of situation now. I don't think the government is bound to pay them if they are already signed and sealed their negotiations.
No, well, they would have come to an agreement, so they could try to renegotiate and open it back and try to, you know, kick up some fuss about it. But you would have agreed and signed an agreement, and they would have gotten the back pay against.
Yeah, they would have got their money.
Yeah.
So it's
the PSA, but the PSA is by far the largest.
Yeah. Caller, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, good Charles.
Morning to you, everyone.
Wendell Richard.
Morning.
My concern at this point in time, Richard Wendell and Charles, is why is the Prime Minister, why does she have to lie to the populace? Prior to this situation in Tobago, when is Trinidad and Tobago going to be used as a launching pad for any strike against Venezuela? She vehemently said no. I want the population to be at ease. I am not going to authorize or use Trinidad and Tobago for any such situation. Lo and behold, a plane landed in Tobago. They said that the plane came for refueling and to help with patching of roads and runways. Now, all of a sudden, you are hearing that it is to install radar and help to patch roads. When does a foreign entity come into a country to patch roads or fix a runway? Tell me, why is she trying to save the population as food? The radar equipment that was left there, you see it glaringly. Not even the chief secretary knew. You saw it there on the in Tobago by the army. When you build an airport, the radar is installed. So this radar here has to do with something other than what happens in an airport generally. Could America walk into Tobago and install radar without authorization from the government or the Prime Minister? Only if you help me clear that up for me, please, thanks.
Okay.
The disturbing part is that the THA had no clue what was going on based on the utterances of Paddy Augustine. They had no clue. But you see this issue, this thing stressing us out for way too long. They need to, whatever they're doing, they need to get it over and done with quick. You understand? It's stressing out too many people.
All right, so the poll is up. So,
all right. Yeah. Are you surprised that Dr. Ralph Gonzalez lost the election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Yes or no? Are you surprised, right, that he lost the election? Of course, that election was a hotly contested one based on the utterances and the alleged interferences by all and sundry, including Trinidad and Tobago. We will be passing that rush too. You understand? Are you surprised he lost based on some messages from some folks? 14-1. 14-1. That's a cut.
Did he win his seat if it's 14-1?
I don't know. Let me see. Norris, that form part of your message?
That one conclude his seat also. Anyhow, Mr. Patrick, good morning.
Good morning, Wendell. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago, morning. Hey, you get rum to drink, boy. The drop the price of rum. I'm going to drop the price of rum until the 31st of August.
Serious?
Of December.
Okay.
Until the 31st of December. But what I call for the song we play Mr. Ragba thing, like Altasia. Right? Yeah. I see my son playing in the band.
Mikel. You like to say DJ?
My son playing in the band, man.
Your son in the band?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's about years now.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the fella playing the cello.
Who is that?
Yeah, someone with the cello.
Trincity's son.
That's his son.
That's his son. Okay.
Yeah.
That's part of the
orchestra. Someone with the cello. Right?
Nice.
They were them fellas. They were my son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But this radar that they put in Tobago secretly without anybody knowing. You see, people fail to realize a big general of Trinidad and Tobago, and he talked to the Prime Minister. And nobody coming out and tell the truth, but they will talk top secret. They will talk nothing top secret when it comes to military things. Nobody will talk that because they asked Donald Trump that question. And he said, he's not too stupid to give out that kind of information. You remember that one? Well,
yeah.
Okay. So
the reporter asked him, I said, I can't give out that information to nobody. That military strategy. You know?
Well, all right.
But
and they expect Trinidad and Tobago to talk.
I pray to God that we don't get involved or embroidered in no war, because we have a lot to lose. We have a lot to lose. Things done hard already all about the place. And what will make it harder? You understand?
Brilliant. Mr. Patrick, thanks very much.
Just quickly, let me read the poll again. Are you surprised that Dr. Ralph Gonzalez lost the election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? That's our poll. Two people put in the chat, Stephen Wilson and Joyce Phillip, that he won his seat. Apparently, that's the one seat that they won, his seat.
Wow.
Right? I don't know how he could go and sit down at 79 years old after that 25 years running a country. You're the only person in opposition. Ralph needs to call it a day. Come and buy out Victoria Keys now, man. Sell me one dog cheap. Sell me one dog cheap.
Come and spend the rest of the money. We're coming back, people. Wait for the news.
Black cake seller, pastel seller, ham and pepper sauce, candles of course, decor and jewelry, clothes for you and me, everything seller.
This Christmas, come down to the Center of Excellence Terrenia Hall on Sunday, November 30th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the Sell-Off Christmas Market. Over 100 local vendors bringing the best of Trinbago, food, fashion, crafts, and pure Christmas vibes. Brought to you by the Passers-by TT in partnership with the ODEM Global Group. Visit passersbytt.com for updates.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio and Gael Caribbean TV. I'm Derek. Good day. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesar says new home invasion legislation puts the rights of law-abiding citizens first and signals zero tolerance for attacks on families in their homes. The Home Invasion, Self-Defense, and Defensive Property Bill, 2025, was passed in the House of Representatives just before midnight on Wednesday. 23 government members supported the bill, while 10 MPs on the opposition People's National Movement bench voted against it. The Prime Minister, in Port of Spain North St. Anne's East MP Stuart Young, says the decision by Heritage Petroleum to end sponsorship of Skiffle Bunch and Superia Deltones reflects what he calls a continuing reduction in support for steel bands. Heritage, in a letter issued yesterday, advised Skiffle Bunch that sponsorship will end on December 27, 2025, following an internal review, and has asked that use of its name and logo stop. Young notes this follows earlier decisions by the National Gas Company to cut support to 3 steel bands. He says the actions affect the national instrument, the PAN movement, and communities linked to the bands, and he is calling on authorities to explain the policy direction. Both Skiffle Bunch and Superia Deltones have long histories in national competition and community work. Skiffle says it will meet to discuss its next steps, and Deltones is expected to respond. Young says he will continue to raise the issue and seek updates from the companies involved. A post on X criticized the opposition for rejecting what she called critical legislation meant to protect citizens. The bill introduces a $500,000 fine and up to 20 years in prison for home invasions. Harsher penalties, up to $750,000 and 25 years, apply to gang-related attacks or cases involving children, seniors, or other vulnerable persons. It also removes the duty to retreat and allows occupants to use force, including deadly force, if they believe it necessary to prevent death or serious harm. Attorney General John Jeremy says the law empowers homeowners to defend themselves. But the opposition argues it is draconian and that existing laws should be better enforced instead. Motorists heading into the capital are being warned that wrecking operations will resume across the downtown business district from Monday, December 1st. The Port of Spain Corporation says any unauthorized or improperly parked vehicles will be towed as part of renewed enforcement targeting congestion and illegal parking in the commercial zone. Towed vehicles will be taken to the South Quay Car Park facility for storage, and owners must pay all towing and storage fees before release. The corporation is urging drivers to comply with all parking regulations to avoid penalties. In its public notice, it reminds motorists to ensure vehicles are legally parked, as compliance is mandatory. The order was issued by the Chief Executive Officer of the Port of Spain Corporation. An East Trinidad man has been sentenced to 12 months imprisonment with hard labor after a jury found him guilty of assault occasioning actual bodily harm. David Farai attacked a woman inside his home on May 12, 2024, moments after she exited the shower. The court heard that she was nude and vulnerable when Farai removed her towel, pushed her onto the bed, and struck her several times to the face while shouting obscenities. She escaped and sought help from a neighbor, who contacted police. Farai was acquitted of more serious charges, including rape, grievous sexual assault, and kidnapping. Justice Nalini Singh said the assault fell above the midpoint of seriousness, noting the victim's isolation and vulnerability despite modest injuries. A starting sentence of 18 months was reduced by 6 months for Farai's personal mitigation, including his clean record, steady employment, and possible jobs. And strong family support, the sentence reflects only the offense for which he was convicted. Port of Spain North St. Anne's East MP Stuart Young says the decision by Heritage Petroleum to end sponsorship of Skiffle Bunch and Cyperia Deltones reflects what he calls a continuing reduction in support for steel bands. Heritage, in a letter issued yesterday, advised Skiffle Bunch that sponsorship will end on December 27, 2025, following an internal review, and has asked that use of its name and logo stop. Young notes this follows earlier decisions by the National Gas Company to cut support to 3 steel bands. He says the actions affect the national instrument, the PAN movement, and communities linked to the bands, and he is calling on authorities to explain the policy direction. Both Skiffle Bunch and Cyperia Deltones have long histories in national competition and community work. Skiffle says it will meet to discuss its next steps, and Deltones is expected to respond. Young says he will continue to raise the issue and seek updates from the companies involved. Police have seized an estimated $16 million worth of cocaine and arrested 2 women at the A&R Robinson International Airport in Tobago. According to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, officers of the Special Investigations Unit were conducting routine checks around 2:57 p.m. on November 25th, focusing on passengers booked to travel to Frankfurt, Germany. A 27-year-old woman from Darcil Lane, Arima, was stopped and searched, and officers found 6 boxes of cake mix in her luggage, each containing cocaine. A second passenger, a 20-year-old woman from Arima Bypass, was searched shortly after, and officers discovered 5 similar boxes, also filled with the drug. The packages weighed a combined 11.7 kilos, with an estimated street value of more than $16 million. All items were seized, the 2 women were arrested, and investigations are continuing. Internationally, U.S. officials say the Afghan man accused of shooting 2 National Guard members in downtown Washington, D.C., previously worked with the CIA in Afghanistan. Ramanullah Lakanwal, 29, drove from the West Coast to carry out an ambush-style attack on Sarah Beckstrom, 20, and Andrew Wolf, 24, leaving both in critical condition. Lakanwal came to the U.S. in 2021 under Operation Allies Welcome, a program offering special immigration protections to Afghans after the U.S. withdrawal. He later applied for asylum, which was granted earlier this year, but his green card application is still pending. The FBI confirmed Lakanwal had ties to U.S. partner forces in Afghanistan. Prosecutors say the attack was targeted. He faces multiple charges, including assault with intent to kill while armed. In response, former President Donald Trump called the shooting an act of terror, suspended Afghan immigration requests, and ordered a review of all green cards from countries of concern. He also announced an additional 500 National Guard members will patrol Washington streets. And that's news at this time.
That was News Now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Your mid-morning just got better. Join Sir Charles for the mid-morning mix and mingle, where good music, real talk, health, and family matters come together, and your voice is heard. Whether you're at work, on the go, or just taking a break, this is the perfect mix to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained. The mid-morning mix and mingle, weekdays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Morning vibes, fresh energy. This is the NETT Radio Breakfast Show.
We jumping, we waving, getting ready for that time. I tell you, only good things coming out, well, reports coming out so far. Bands are already sold out, sections sold out. Hotels are being booked right about now. And if you ain't get your flight yet, you might have to pay plenty money. So make sure you do your bookings early. Get to Trinidad and Tobago. Carnival is in the air. Christmas, yes. But trust me, Carnival is going to be flying because it's a short one, right? Anyhow, people, good morning to you once again. Welcome inside the second hour of the breakfast show. Right here on New Era TT Radio. Taking you above and beyond. And And I want to say a very special good morning to all the folks who are streaming around the globe. And those of you who are picking us up on the Gael feed, good morning to you. Up and down the Caribbean people, yeah. And remember, when we come off of the Gael feed after 8 o'clock, you can listen to us all day into the weekend, all weekend on NewEraTTRadio.com. Also, New Era TT Radio, put it in your browser. You got us on TuneIn. You got us on all your Google and Alexa devices, yeah? And remember, when you visit the platforms or Facebook, YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow the pages, people. It's very important. So even you people in Gael, go across and check out our YouTube and Facebook page. Like and subscribe, right? And don't forget to hit the support buttons in between there also. Alright, so don't go anywhere. We have our morning poll that is up. And of course, when we come back, we also have a guest coming to talk about his song for Carnival 2026. So all that is on the other side of 7 o'clock where we are at right about now, and your phone calls coming up also. So stay with us on The Breakfast Show. We will be back shortly.
It's Christmas. Can't do it without black cake, homemade bread, sweet bread, pone, pastel, and punchacram. Get it at Val's Kitchen in Dabadi. To place your order, call 758-0148. Yes, delivery can be arranged. Val's Kitchen, Dabadi.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Black cake sell-off, pastel sell-off, ham and pepper sauce, candles of course, decor and jewelry, clothes for you and me, everything sell-off.
This Christmas, come down to the Center of Excellence Terrenia Hall on Sunday, November 30th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the Sell-Off Christmas Market. Over 100 local vendors bringing the best of Trinbago, food, fashion, crafts, and pure Christmas vibes. Brought to you by the Passers-by TT in partnership with the ODEM Global Group. Visit passersbytt.com for updates.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, small businesses, this one's just for you. Get your brand, your product, your business in front of thousands every single day on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV. And here's the gift you've been waiting for. Radio and television advertising has never been more affordable anywhere else. We are talking unbelievable real rates. Prices no one else can offer you for primetime slots that put your business right where your customers are watching and listening. So call us today at 299-5156 and turn your Christmas into real results and real profits with affordable advertising so you too can say Merry Christmas.
Charm Flair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop. Located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charm Flair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Davanti tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Charm Flair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Charm Flair. We do it all.
Christmas is coming and theater is going. You don't need found to watch Corn. It's down to one final performance. The #1 comedy of 2025 is coming to an end. One show only, Saturday the 6th of December at 8:30 p.m. at Sapa. Tickets available at K Squared Fashion, C3 Center and Brentwood Mall, and at Friends of Marabella by the Roundabout. Tickets also available at the Sapa box office for 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. Don't miss the #1 play of 2025. You don't need foul to watch Corn. Don't miss it.
So we are back because Wendell is silent. So we are back and if what?
I was coughing, so my mic was off.
On this call. That's not right.
Yeah, yes, this balance. Yeah.
You know, we did not play this for the morning.
It's a Friday, baby!
Oh yeah, baby.
Your weakest us right here. Are you ready?
Work it. Just putting us back in the Friday mood because you know we celebrate Fridays like no other. And so, of course, this is the point at which we do our poll. And our poll this morning is, in case you are listening to us and not watching us, our poll is, are you surprised that Dr. Ralph Gonsalves lost the election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? And according to some of our sources in the commentary section, and by the way, Mrs. R said the book here, didn't read her comment. According to... No, what you didn't say good morning to her when you were reading the comments.
I didn't?
No.
Okay.
You skipped past her and she's wondering if it's deliberate. Though she didn't say
that. It won't be deliberate. It won't be deliberate.
I know, I just saying that, oh God, go with the flow. But anyway. So we'll see how it all turns out. Some are saying it's 14-1, which would be a drubbing of all drubbings.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what the results actually are. We still have to confirm it. I was kind of looking for it in newspapers, but of course I got distracted.
And that Ralph Gonsalves himself won his seat.
If he won his seat and wasn't really 14-1, because it was a closely contested election according to the polls. So to get that's not sounding close to me if it's 14-1.
Not close at all, by any means.
You know, I know we would have people in St. Vincent watching us, so they should be able to chime in. If you're watching us on YouTube or on Gael Caribbean, go to the well, you know the numbers. You could WhatsApp Sir Charles and say, yes, it is 14-1. You know, even though not saying that the people in our comment section are not right, but I don't know if they're actually from St. Vincent. But anyway, let's get to the poll results. Are you surprised that Dr. Ralph Gonsalves lost the election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Because we have an interview coming up soon after with a young, a young artist. So keep loaded and locked for that.
All right. Jason Samuel says no. He's 79 years. Cheryl Henry, no. Michael Oliver, hell no. Guy Small, no. Ava Smith, no. Michael Robinson, no. CJ from New York, no. Debbie Mitchell, no. DL, no. Good riddance. Stephen Wilson didn't vote. Oh, he's confirming that Ralph Gonsalves is the only seat. He won it.
He won a seat. He was the only seat. Yeah. Oh, okay. He was the only person that won a seat.
Probably from St. Vincent, I don't know. Diane Payne, no. Michael Cadet, no. Joyce Phillip saying he also won a seat. Carla Hercules, no. Richard Jimenez, no. After Thursday is always Friday. Good pun. Apollonius, yes. Margaret Thomas, no. Lester Cragwell didn't vote. Michael Cadet voted already. Anthony Atwell, no. Trini Gets Fit, no. Beauty Culture, yes. D-Mark, no. Ambrose Barr, Ralph was the only one who won his seat. Marlon Motley, no. Colted Finch, yes. Ambrose Blah, yes. David McCarthy, no. Claire Lendor Rollins, no. Valerie Mendoza, no. Eunice Dublin, no. Dean Allen, that's a good one, Wendell. Which one is that? Buy out Victoria Keys and come and sell me one cheap. I'm sure it's that they refer to. Dwayne Sylvester, no. Truth Set You Free, no. Ian Stewart, yes. Carl Guevara, no. Far Rockaway, switch back to Far Rockaway, make up your mind now. Your guy small one place and Far Rockaway the next. Don't try that, you know. I know you. Suzette Jessup, no. Larry Charles didn't vote. Nicola McNichols, oh gosh, you cut it short. What is that? My grandson happy to the lady dancing. Aviana Abraham. Avion Abraham, yes. Mo Gaines, no. Old lady didn't vote. Nicola McNichols, yes I am. Yes I am what? Okay, surprise. Slick Money Grip, yes. Gregory Boyer, no. Good morning, gentlemen. The result is 9-6. So that's a whole different spin on things there from Gregory Boyer.
We're not totally confused. We're not totally confused.
And I don't know why I feel I trust Gregory Boyer. Bernadette Yates, no. Scorpion Pepper say not really. Well, that's not a no, not a yes. We put it as a no. James Kamau, no. Sankofa, no. Dean Allen, yes. Come and retire Victoria Keys. Baroka, you can't hide from me, boy. Estelita Sampson, no. Wendell, the Victoria Key, all right. I thought it was that one you're talking about. You can buy out the whole block and start to sell them cheap. So those are my votes on the chat, Sir Charles.
All right, good. So Brenda, no. Afia, no. Pauline, no. Sean, no. Judith, what Judith saying? No. Suzanne, not here. Long Islander, yes. Junior, no. Kenwin, no. And Brent, what did he say? Oh, Brent is in St. Vincent. He says 14-1. Sachin says no. Frank says no. Juliana says no also. Anand says no. And that is it.
I have two more no's. Timothy Johnson, no. And Stephanie Santana says no.
Hey, Auntie Stephanie, good morning to you.
All right, those are two more no's.
Before I give the results, the St. Vincent New Democratic Party has secured a 14-seat victory in the 2025 national elections, concluding a quarter-century period outside the government's central leadership. Dr. Godwin Friday, the party leader, will become the island's fifth prime minister since its 1979 independence. I thought it was the seventh, but they're saying fifth. After winning a tightly contested electoral race against long-serving former Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves. The NDP has declared Friday a holiday, so it's a holiday in St. Vincent today, and will begin celebrations from midday at the Grenadines Wharf in Kingstown. North Windward, South Windward, South Central Windward, Maraqua, West St. George, East St. George, East, West, and Central Kingstown, South Leeward, Central Leeward, North Leeward, Southern and Northern Grenadines. So it is 14 seats they won, and this comes from the St. Vincent Times, so I guess they should know.
Put out an article this morning that Gregory sent for me that says 9-6. And that's in today's Express.
So who you want to believe, the Express or the St. Vincent Times?
No, I'll go with the St. Vincent Times.
Okay. I'll leave it up to you. You decide.
No, he get licks. He done. He finished.
Yeah. That was probably the early story when they wanted to, you run to front with the news and run to front with the bad news.
Anyway, the results of our poll. Are you surprised that Dr. Ralph Gonzalez lost the election in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? We had 53 people voting, in the allotted time. And of the 53 people that voted, 44 of you said no, and 9 of you said yes. You were surprised. So 9 said yes, 44 said no, for a total of 53. So that's it. Our poll for today is now done, and the nays have it. No, they were not surprised. That's the end of the poll. The poll is now done. Okay, we're done.
We're done.
And so at this point, we can go over to the young artist. I believe he's waiting in the wings. Is he?
Yes, yes.
I believe so. So we can get into that segment, and we have a conversation with a young and upcoming artist. Stay tuned.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Last year I saved about 10,260. I got cash in me. I got cash in me. I see I had calling back 2,380. So this party can't deny me. And all the drinks them on me. You see I could go in that bed, go in that party. Oh yeah, I working so hard. I got money and I'm doing what please me. Cause everything I bring. Oh yeah, I working so hard. I got money. Now I go bet all your bet. I know play I check. I ease my stress. I work and I save. Cause I invest to do this again and again and again. I'm not upset. I'm Buddha blessed. I'm not in debt. Book a private jet. Watch me two-step. I got in the best. And I'll do this again and again and again. And you can see me with 2 bottles of rum.
Yeah, we do it again and again and again. Good morning to our guests.
Good morning. Young Mr. Moreau, I believe his name is, and also known as Pharaoh. So of course, welcome to the Breakfast Show. So we just have a conversation with you and your music. How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been recording for only a year, but I've been writing music for about 15 years since I'm a teenager. So.
Okay. So that over that 15 years, who were you writing for? Was it for yourself, or you were writing for other people?
I was writing for myself. I love writing for myself and singing to myself, singing in the mirror. Sometimes imagining it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagining on a stage. So I love doing that.
So it wasn't necessarily soca then.
Always soca, but Michael Jackson is somebody, I like his style. Even if I'm singing soca, but I feel it myself, his moves can be something like I'm singing and I'm moving like that. I feel it myself and I feel the confidence that he used to give me. So yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's always wonderful when young people have a passion. Is this your passion, music?
Most definitely.
Yeah, is this your pathway, your lifelong career, or is it that a lot of the time, because I'm also a performing artist, but of course I'm an actor, and I know when I was growing up and I was saying to my mother I wanted to be an actor, she basically said, "Don't be an ass." There are no acting jobs, because even though she loved actors, but she said there were no acting jobs. She said, get a profession, get something else, then do whatever the hell you want, but get something else. Do you get that kind of feedback from your parents, or your parents are just absolutely supporting whatever you want to do?
Yeah, my parents are absolutely supportive. My grandfather was a Calypsonian. So I come from a family already, love music, affiliated with music. So it's somewhat a sense of pride for them that I decided to come and do music. But I'm also a software engineering student. So software engineering is the I would say the thing I'm challenging myself with, while music is the thing that I enjoy doing. It's not really a challenge. It's more so it feels like a release. Thing. So that's what music is.
Is Pharaoh a stage name, or is that your name?
No, Pharaoh 868, that is a stage name.
Why Pharaoh? Why Pharaoh?
Pharaoh? Well, I've always been fascinated with how the Pharaohs led a civilization that built monuments that 3,000 years later, scientists still trying to figure out exactly how they get it done. So I want to build a musical legacy where hundreds of years from now, somebody could look back on it and say, wow, what he was putting together since then, that seemed like a little bit ahead of its time. I want to build a musical monument, you could say. People could look back.
Certainly have a vision.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is it that you have a lot of experience performing to members of the public? Have you performed like this song in the background? What is the name of the song? This is your release. What is it?
Carnival Budget. Carnival Budget is the name of it.
Carnival Budget. Okay. Because this is your release, right? Is this your release for 2026?
Yes, it is, yes.
Yeah. So have you started performing it wherever, anywhere yet?
I haven't performed anywhere yet. I still pushing, trying to get it out there and get people familiar with me and my music. But this is my first year, so I feel like people need to get the name and even hear the song, because a lot of people haven't heard it yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're hearing it this morning. Is it that you have an Instagram handle or TikTok handle?
Yes, so my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all of them have the same handle, Pharaoh868, Pharaoh868.
Oh, exactly what's on the screen.
Yeah.
So that's it, that's your handle, so people can follow you and start following your music career.
Yeah, get familiar with the artists, join the journey. You know, because I decided to drop one song this year because as a new artist, it would be difficult trying to push 3, 4, 5 songs. So this year I want to work extra hard to get that following, so I can have that space to drop more music. So I express myself through soca. So, you know.
Is it that you're only interested in soca?
You're only interested in soca. That is over the years, that's the only genre of music that I still feel excited about doing.
Mm-hmm.
I may have tried others, but soca is the only one that keeps me excited after all these years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you dress like the Pharaoh at any point in time?
No, not yet, but I do have a style plan.
Who's responsible for doing your production, your arrangement of your music and stuff, and all your mastering and everything?
Oh yeah, Bad John Republic is responsible for all the production, and I would like to thank him for being patient with me, because this is my first song. There's a lot of things I had to get familiar with, get accustomed to recording, because writing music is one thing, but recording it and performing it is a different thing, and he guided me through that process. So I like to thank him for that. I look forward to working with him some more.
I know that tents are kind of phasing out. Is it that you seek to get into a tent this year for the next carnival season?
Can you repeat that again?
A Calypso tent. Is it that you're hoping to get into a Calypso tent in the next year?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I've been offered thus far for a Slam concert with Slam, so that is an offer I'm looking forward to accept to be part of that. And any offers, and I'll also be seeking out. Come soon. I have exams, finals that finishes on the 14th, so I'm a bit flustered, but after then I'm looking to devote 24/7 behind it.
Oh,
yeah. Software engineering, you said you're pursuing, right?
Yeah, software engineering, yeah.
Okay. So you see, you kind of was in my boat. You're still getting a career of sorts.
Yeah. It's a field I'm fascinated with. You know, things like with AI and the technology, and how technology makes nearly everything better, I would say. And over the years, it's something that I'm really interested in, and learning how it works. Wow. So I want to get deeper into that, definitely.
Yeah. So like a double passion in a kind of way. But your music comes first. Is it that your music comes first? Or?
I wouldn't say the music comes first. I would say that the music is easier.
Yeah.
It's what I'll go to get stress relief. Say I'm studying for some hours, I would actually sit down and maybe write a song to feel stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. You know, your passion is really your release, and it's what brings you joy.
Yes.
Yes. So Aldo, is your first name, right?
Yeah, Aldo, yeah.
Aldo, right.
Yeah.
What do you call you Aldo? Was that a father's name or grandfather's name or something?
Oh no, that my dad gave me that name. It was inspired by some European politics.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Simple as ALDO?
Yeah, ALDO, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How old are you, Aldo?
I'm 32.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my baby face. You look like 21.
So we'll take a listen to your track, but thanks so much for joining us this morning, and of course wish you all success in terms of your song budget, carnival budget.
Carnival budget. I would like to,
budget.
The name carnival budget, it stems from the idea that regardless of how much money we have for carnival, we still enjoy the same way. A guy with $10, $100, $1,000. But when we come out together, that amount don't matter. All of us is enjoy the same way. So regardless of carnival budget, we come here to do it and come here to do it again and again and again and again.
How long have you been singing for? How long have you been singing?
Singing. It's only 4 years ago I discovered I had a voice to it.
Because there used to be a show. There used to be a show called Live at Lunch with two guys called Slick and the Wicked. But they used to have some performances on that show. I wish you were around back then, yes?
Oh, yeah. You'd be a class act. You'd be a class act in that group.
Yes. Forgive me.
So Aldo Barrow, aka Pharaoh 868. Thanks for joining us this morning. But we play a bit of your music as we take out.
Well, Aldo sing for us now.
Well, but you know, you
try to sing out of time. And the
sing thing, when the sing. Let's just sing a cappella.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Aldo.
Last year, I saved about 10,360. I got cash on me. Yeah, got cash on me. Hyatt calling about 2,380. So this party can't deny me. And all the drinks them on me. You see, I could go in that fete, go in that party. Whole year I working so hard, I got money and I doing what please me. Cause everything I read, whole year I working so hard, I got money, now I go fet. All your bet and now clear I check, I ease my stress, I work and I save, plus I invest to do this again and again and again. I'm not upset, I'm who ja bless. I'm not in debt, book a private jet. Watch me two-step jagger in the best, and I'll do this again and again and again. And you go see me with 2 bottles of rum. I just want you to know, though I'm too high for your low blows. And if you see me on the road whining down, worries by the boatload, but once I'm damn broke. Thank you very much.
That will climb again and again and again. I can see that daily part of the tune. Where them girls and them, you know what I mean? You know the girl now.
I know that. Yeah, appreciated, man.
Beautiful.
0868 people. Aldo Moreau. Carnival budget. Look out for it for Carnival 2026.
Nice. Thank you very much, Aldo.
Thanks a lot, 0868. Pump it up there, Sir Charles.
Doing what please me, cause everything I bring. Whole year I working so hard, I got money. Now I go bet, all your bet, I now play a check. I ease my stress, I work and I save. Cause I invest to do this again and again and again. I'm not upset, I'm who ja bless. I'm not in debt, book a private jet. Watch me two-step jagger in the best, and I'll do this again and again and again. And you can see me with 2 bottles of rum. I just want you to know, though I'm too high for your low blows. And if you see me on the road whining down, worries by the boat, but once I'm down broke, you see I could go in that fete, go in that party. Oh yeah, I working so hard, I got money and I'm doing what please me. Cause everything I bring, oh yeah, I working so hard, I got money. Now I go bet, all your bet, I now play a check. I ease my stress, I work and I save. Cause I invest to do this again and again and again. I'm not upset, I'm who ja bless. I'm not in debt, book a private jet. Watch me two-step, jack in the best.
Tabakit. Ah, okay.
Well, thank you very much, Aldo, for passing through and sharing your music with us.
Okay, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much, Aldo, Pharaoh 868. We appreciate you taking the time with us. And all the best for Carnival 2026.
Right, thank you.
I'm sure we'll have you back.
Yes. Take care.
All right, cool.
That was Pharaoh 868 from Oh, it's from Update Tabakwai.
And this is the winning, and this is the winning. about this money feeling. I ain't going broke again. Cause when you see me, I'm a crew touchdown. It's nothing but drinks to share. Fucking swell good.
I don't know. I thought Point 14. I naturally go towards Point 14 when the young talents come out, eh? But he is from Tabakit. Well done, Tabakit. You've produced a gem.
Yep. Aldo Moreau.
Yeah, nice song. Nice vibes.
Ifero 868. Look out for it. Carnival 2026.
I don't know if Corey listening, but I'm sure he would have learned a lot from today's program.
Sir Charles, will drop the lines, please. Because today's Friday, so today's where we speak with people. I keep out of that. That's why you're coughing.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh boy.
Anyhow, before we people be taking your calls, you can give us a call, right? Remember, it's your day to talk, so you have some time to talk. Let me send out some condolences to one of our presenters here at NETT Radio, DJ Keanu, and the passing of his brother Kwame, who will be laid to rest today. From 11 o'clock, the body will be. I think the service actually being kept at the All Star Spaniard. So that's from 11 o'clock today. So all the folks who know Kwame, Terrence Patrice, yeah, from 11 o'clock today. And of course, as I said, condolences to Keanu and his family.
All right, condolences. I saw that trending on social media, but I didn't know who the person was.
Did you all see that article from the US Embassy where they kind of, I don't want to say,
what, Minister of Homeland Security in his place?
Yeah, I don't want to say they buff him.
Yes, that's exactly what they do. Don't tell us
set them straight.
What to do with our visas. It has nothing to do with you and your complaint.
But what they did say, which I thought was very positive from the U.S. Embassy, is that freedom of speech is not
criteria. A reason to cancel a visa.
Yeah, it's not a metric for visa revocation.
Yes.
You know.
Exactly. Yeah. The U.S. of all places knows that.
So I thought their clarity was welcome, because it seemed as if it came across as it was intended to come across, I guess, as a tool to intimidate bloggers and social media users. And certainly any regulation of social media, I'm thinking, which goes against the constitutional right to freedom of speech, will have to get that 3/5 majority. And I will be hard-pressed to see how they would phrase that law if they, in fact, want to bring such laws to regulate speech. Anytime you get on the road of trying to regulate speech is a difficult rabbit hole. Especially when there's a constitutional protection, not only to freedom of speech, but freedom of the press, which is akin to the First Amendment in the United States. And we are one of the few countries that actually encoded freedom of the press as part of the Constitution too, in terms of the Caribbean region. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of legislation, if they're really serious about it. I don't think it's optically wise. I think you hold people accountable. If somebody crosses the line, you sue them for defamation, which people have done and gotten rewards for it.
Yeah.
So you still there's a way to hold people responsible. I am not a big believer in sedition laws. I think sedition laws have no place on the books. I think it's just another infringement on the freedom of speech. Hold people accountable via other laws for whatever they say, via defamation, or if they have criminal intent, you hold them accountable.
Yeah. And there was no need to use the SOE to slam down this hammer on this young lady, who clearly was ill-advised and stupid in terms of what she would have posted. I don't know, you could have do that otherwise and give her bail and let her be out there with her family. You understand? Charge her, let her access bail and be with her family instead of having her locked up until a SOE comes on in? Is that what's going on? That's crazy.
Well, if it's a detention order, yes.
Yeah, that's what they use.
I mean, she needs to get legal advice because a SOE is not absolute. People think it is, but it's not.
All right, guys, we have a couple of people online, so let's see if we can take them. All right.
Yeah, let's take them.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, amen. You know what I'm holding?
Yes, Mr. Grant, we know that.
Yeah, listen now. Wendell, Sir Charles, and Mr. Richard, listen. We have to be very serious in this country here. We're taking things for granted and we're absent. Because I am man holding, but and you see, I go to culture. I told my wife they go cut the sponsorship for them Silver and them when them fella take over. And now they cut the Heritage, Skiffle Bunch and them, and Deltones of one of them lost the sponsor. Like these 5 bands they lost the sponsor. And I'm watching a first season Supernova just now. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I know the people ain't easy. Them on that culture, they have a Tasaban sponsor. You ain't they take with no sponsor from them, you know. I watching the culture thing. So Carnival come in and Passion we got to watch. You will see. Listen.
Okay, thanks very much, Mr. Grant. Mr. Patrick, good morning.
Yeah, according to the guy was talking about, I had a conversation with All-Stars fan yesterday, and he told me the culture, carnival and fan and things in danger. You remember the song they say, a fan in danger?
Yeah,
Merchant. Because if you don't have these kind of people backing your fan, sponsorship, you have real problems, you know. You understand? And I don't know why they're doing that. No. The laws were on your ground, stand your ground laws. You know, some years back, I was living in Malabar. We had a sabotage in the yard, right? And some guys was jumping in the yard, defense, and picking them sabotage. But some fellas on the road who all about 2 of them and real beating them. And an officer, a police officer, an inspector, tell them anytime one of them fellas dead, they charge everybody for murder. You know, people believe if a man come in your yard and you kill him, you get away with it? You know, people believe that? You know, you have to go to court and face a murder charge. So just imagine you have your ground case and a man bought your yard. The man wrong to be in the yard. And you kill the man. You will get charged still for murder. And you have to go and answer to the court for them to prove that you didn't bring the man in the yard and kill him. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think they know. They'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Mr. Patrick. Ms. Dabadi, good morning.
Morning, Sir Charles.
Morning to you.
And morning, Richard, and morning, Wendell.
Morning.
So, yesterday morning, when we spoke about what was going on in Tobago, and Mr. Party said, yeah, you know, you're shabby. The Prime Minister said, nothing is happening more than roadworks. You know, more planes, more aircraft flying. So she must tell herself, well, I can't deny this, you know, because they are seeing it. Aircrafts are not small items that are invisible. And then to say yesterday that she has verified, I don't know because that word out here, she has verified that indeed there are Marines in Trinidad and Tobago. So all the time there was none because you say something, but now you're verified. So then you are the NSC. And you did not know there were things happening. Nobody told you there were things happening. So you're now verified. So then anybody, Afghanistan aircraft, this aircraft from all over the world could come here and we will never know. You see how this Prime Minister is not telling us the full truth? She just hiding. And you see now we have to cover up. And of course, losing credibility. even more. So I was so disappointed in how, these politicians want to take people for fools. And as though we don't look at international news, as though we can't read. Probably some of them in her cabinet can read and understand. She's talking to them. But not big adults like us who are friends. I was really disappointed in this Prime Minister, how she keep adding on lies upon lies upon lies. And so Charles, singing can't drop a nice parent song. Lie, it is lie. Them people is lie. So Charles, play that sometime today during your show too, please. All have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
All right.
Right, 281-1315 or 299-5156. And lines are clear at this point in time, guys. But not for too long. Somebody else is coming in. All right. Okay. Miss Diego Martin, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
The Stand Your Ground bill, is it? Well, I think they said it has to go to the Senate, whenever the Senate will sit. So that means the bill has not been passed as yet. So I wait to see if the senators will pass it, right? This PSA president is baffling me. She came out publicly and told public servants, I want y'all go get all your back pay for Christmas. Lo and behold, last night on TV6, Aka Samaru outside the CPO office saying they're waiting to... The negotiations were still going on for this 10%. Why this woman is fooling these people? Come on.
The negotiations are completed. They finished. It's time.
You can't say Richard, anybody working in the public service in an accounts department will know. You see, right now, it's heat in the place. You're trying to get that December 15th salary in the bank. How the hell they going and do bad pay? What madness? Good Jesus, man. Look, I don't know now.
Well, let me tell you something. Public servants who have to calculate and do the back pay. Paying salaries is not as difficult as you think, Mr. Martin, because paying salary is rote. It's just the month changes, and so that is kind of self-propelling in a kind of way in terms of the accounting, and depending on if you have computer programs, that's automatically done because it's a recurrent expenditure that you pay every month. So there's not a big set of preparation in terms of that. Just a lot of signing for whoever has to sign off on it. But in terms of back pay, let me tell you what is the greatest motivator for get that back pay before Christmas. The same public servants who have to calculate it are also going to be beneficiaries of it. And there is nothing like self-interest to motivate people to get it done. Trust me on that. Trust me on that.
Is we working for we right now?
Exactly. So a lot of those people in account departments are like, we're going to try and get it done.
Even if we have to burn midnight oil.
And especially if you're on micropay or if you're on whatever kind of software that you're using in terms of that, it's a matter of inputting figures. Once it's signed off, and cabinet has to first accept it, and once cabinet gives the go ahead. But I'm sure accounting departments, once they get wind of what the approval is, all of those accounting departments are going to go into full force.
I think the government too is going to make a big effort to get it done.
Yes, because it's great PR.
Yeah,
you can get it done.
Make a big effort to get
But
it
when the finance minister was asked that a couple of days ago, he said that yes, and they asked him if you have the money, and he said yes, I have the money. I'm just waiting for the negotiation to finish.
You're right. He said that.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna get it done.
Yeah. Rockaway, morning.
Morning. Good Friday to everybody. I am on the outside looking. I just had a laugh at Trinidadians. The big question was, how they go pay the 10%? How they go pay the 10%? How they go pay 10%? Now they say they go and pay it. The big question is, they'll get me for Christmas? Trinidadians are just jokers, pure jokers. Really, I'm a Trinidadian. I just had a laugh.
You know, what the next question they gonna ask you? Oh, how they get in cash or check? They get in cash or check? Now, next question they gonna ask?
A cryptocurrency.
Look, have a beautiful weekend here. So have a good weekend.
you get cash check or you get crypto.
I think, you know, but I think, as I said, there is nothing like self-interest to be a great motivator in terms of those accountants in the various departments, in the various ministries to get it done. Trust me.
8 o'clock, people, we are going for the news and we will be back.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is Net Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio and Gael Caribbean TV. I'm Derek. Good day. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesar says new home invasion legislation puts the rights of law-abiding citizens first and signals zero tolerance for attacks on families in their homes. The Home Invasion, Self-Defense and Defensive Property Bill, 2025, was passed in the House of Representatives just before midnight on Wednesday. 23 government members supported the bill, while 10 MPs on the opposition People's National Movement bench voted against it. The Prime Minister, in Port of Spain North St. Anne's East MP Stuart Young, says the decision by Heritage Petroleum to end sponsorship of Skiffle Bunch and Superia Deltones reflects what he calls a continuing reduction in support for steel bands. Heritage, in a letter issued yesterday, advised Skiffle Bunch that sponsorship will end on December 27, 2025, following an internal review, and has asked that use of its name and logo stop. Young notes this follows earlier decisions by the National Gas Company to cut support to 3 steel bands. He says the actions affect the national instrument, the PAN movement, and communities linked to the bands, and he is calling on authorities to explain the policy direction. Both Skiffle Bunch and Superia Deltones have long histories in national competition and community work. Skiffle says it will meet to discuss its next steps, and Deltones is expected to respond. Young says he will continue to raise the issue and seek updates from the companies involved. A post on X criticized the opposition for rejecting what she called critical legislation meant to protect citizens. The bill introduces a $500,000 fine and up to 20 years in prison for home invasions. Harsher penalties, up to $750,000 and 25 years, apply to gang-related attacks or cases involving children, seniors, or other vulnerable persons. It also removes the duty to retreat and allows occupants to use force, including deadly force, if they believe it necessary to prevent death or serious harm. Attorney General John Jeremy says the law empowers homeowners to defend themselves. But the opposition argues it is draconian and that existing laws should be better enforced instead. Motorists heading into the capital are being warned that wrecking operations will resume across the downtown business district from Monday, December 1st. The Port of Spain Corporation says any unauthorized or improperly parked vehicles will be towed as part of renewed enforcement targeting congestion and illegal parking in the commercial zone. Towed vehicles will be taken to the South Quay Car Park facility for storage, and owners must pay all towing and storage fees before release. The corporation is urging drivers to comply with all parking regulations to avoid penalties. In its public notice, it reminds motorists to ensure vehicles are legally parked, as compliance is mandatory. The order was issued by the Chief Executive Officer of the Port of Spain Corporation. An East Trinidad man has been sentenced to 12 months imprisonment with hard labor after a jury found him guilty of assault occasioning actual bodily harm. David Farai attacked a woman inside his home on May 12, 2024, moments after she exited the shower. The court heard that she was nude and vulnerable when Farai removed her towel, pushed her onto the bed, and struck her several times to the face while shouting obscenities. She escaped and sought help from a neighbor who contacted police. Farai was acquitted of more serious charges, including rape, grievous sexual assault, and kidnapping. Justice Nalini Singh said the assault fell above the midpoint of seriousness, noting the victim's isolation and vulnerability despite modest injuries. a starting sentence of 18 months was reduced by 6 months for Farai's personal mitigation, including his clean record, steady employment, and possible jobs. And strong family support, the sentence reflects only the offense for which he was convicted. Port of Spain, North St. Anne's East MP Stuart Young says the decision by Heritage Petroleum to end sponsorship of Skiffle Bunch and Cyperia Deltones reflects what he calls a continuing reduction in support for steel bands. Heritage, in a letter issued yesterday, advised Skiffle Bunch that sponsorship will end on December 27, 2025, following an internal review, and has asked that use of its name and logo stop. Young notes this follows earlier decisions by the National Gas Company to cut support to 3 steel bands. He says the actions affect the national instrument, the PAN movement, and communities linked to the bands, and he is calling on authorities to explain the policy direction. Both Skiffle Bunch and Cyperia Deltones have long histories in national competition and community work. Skiffle says it will meet to discuss its next steps, and Deltones is expected to respond. Young says he will continue to raise the issue and seek updates from the companies involved. Police have seized an estimated $16 million worth of cocaine and arrested 2 women at the ANR Robinson International Airport in Tobago. According to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, officers of the Special Investigations Unit were conducting routine checks around 2:57 p.m. on November 25th, focusing on passengers booked to travel to Frankfurt, Germany. A 27-year-old woman from Darcil Lane, Arima, was stopped and searched, and officers found 6 boxes of cake mix in her luggage, each containing cocaine. A second passenger, a 20-year-old woman from Arima Bypass, was searched shortly after, and officers discovered 5 similar boxes, also filled with the drug. The packages weighed a combined 11.7 kilos, with an estimated street value of more than $16 million. All items were seized, the 2 women were arrested, and investigations are continuing. Internationally, U.S. officials say the Afghan man accused of shooting 2 National Guard members in downtown Washington, D.C., previously worked with the CIA in Afghanistan. Ramanullah Lakhanwal, 29, drove from the West Coast to carry out an ambush-style attack on Sarah Beckstrom, 20, and Andrew Wolf, 24, leaving both in critical condition. Lakhanwal came to the U.S. in 2021 under Operation Allies Welcome, a program offering special immigration protections to Afghans after the U.S. withdrawal. He later applied for asylum, which was granted earlier this year, but his green card application is still pending. The FBI confirmed Lakhanwal had ties to U.S. partner forces in Afghanistan. Prosecutors say the attack was targeted. He faces multiple charges, including assault with intent to kill while armed. In response, former President Donald Trump called the shooting an act of terror, suspended Afghan immigration requests, and ordered a review of all green cards from countries of concern. He also announced an additional 500 National Guard members will patrol Washington streets. And that's news at this time.
That was news now. Stay informed with New Era TT Radio. Net Radio.
Black cake seller, pastel seller, ham and pepper sauce, candles of course, decor and jewelry, clothes for you and me, everything seller.
This Christmas, come down to the Center of Excellence Terrenia Hall on Sunday, November 30th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for the Sell-Off Christmas Market. Over 100 local vendors bringing the best of Trinbago, food, fashion, crafts, and pure Christmas vibes. Brought to you by the Passers-by TT in partnership with the ODEM Global Group. Visit passersbytt.com for updates.
Charmflair Auto Services Limited, your one-stop auto repair shop, located at number 1 Industrial Lane, Charmflair, right opposite the brewery on the Eastern Main Road. Yes, we do it all. Repairs to all makes and models, from your everyday sedan to SUVs, light trucks, pickups, and panel vans. We're also the sole distributors of Davantry tires, certified VTS inspection station, plus a wide range of services: oil change, front end and suspension repairs, tune-ups, tire alignment, batteries, electrical work, radiator and cooling system, AC repairs, and accessories galore. We offer pickup and drop-off service too. Call us today at 662-6545 or 662-6572. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Chamflair Auto Services Limited, number 1 Industrial Lane, Chamflair. We do it all.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, small businesses, this one's just for you. Get your brand, your product, your business in front of thousands every single day on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV. And here's the gift you've been waiting for. Radio and television advertising has never been more affordable anywhere else. We are talking unbelievable real rates. Prices no one else can offer you for primetime slots that put your business right where your customers are watching and listening. So, call us today at 299-5156 and turn your Christmas into real results and real profits with affordable advertising so you too can say Merry Christmas.
It's Christmas. Can't do without black cake, homemade bread, sweet bread, pone, pastel, and punch creme. Get it at Val's Kitchen in Dabadi. To place your order, call 758-0148. Yes, delivery can be arranged. Val's Kitchen, Dabadi.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Christmas is coming and theater is going. You don't need found to watch corn. It's down to one final performance. The number 1 comedy of 2025 is coming to an end. One show only. Saturday the 6th of December at 8:30 p.m. at Sapper. Tickets available at K Squared Fashion, C3 Center and Brentwood Mall. And at Friends of Marabella by the Roundabout. Tickets also available at the Sapper box office for 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. Don't miss the number 1 play of 2025. You don't need found to watch corn. Don't miss it.
There's no Christmas like Christmas on New Era TT Radio.
The other day, I went Venezuela, and I fall in love with a señorita. I hardly know the lingo, but I really know what she know.
It's a time for giving, caring, and sharing.
It's things like this that get me mad. Who stole the rubbish from my yard?
A time for loving and remembering what really matters most. Greater than from our family to yours. Merry Christmas and a blessed season from New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
All right, so we're in the closing off minutes of the program this morning. In terms of the breakfast show, I just want to remind people, of course, that you don't leave foul to watch corn is on next week Saturday, not this Saturday. I know some people have been asking. It's this Saturday. No, it's the 6th of December, which will be next week Saturday. The box office at Sapper opens on Monday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. So you can get your tickets there, but you can get your tickets now at K Squared Fashions in C3 Center or K Squared Fashions in Brentwood Mall in Chaguanas and Friends of Marabella by the Roundabout. You can also get your tickets online at RSRR Productions Theater on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. That's where you can get some of the
the information of how to purchase your tickets online, and you can do that. I know some people are quite familiar with that method, and you can collect your tickets on the night of the show. One show only, not two. We're not there on the Sunday, and this is the last show for 2025. Theatre comes to an end for 2025. You'll see us in 2026. So this is our final show at SAPA. One show only at 8:30 p.m. Do not miss it. Get your tickets early. We're looking forward to it and having fun in San Fernando next weekend.
Two things that came across the news that I didn't follow, but I followed it based on our news. The issue of the revocation of sponsorship to steel bands. I mean, we must know by now how important steel bands are in the communities, and especially with young people who make productive use of it. I mean, you see any steel band now, it's mostly young people playing steel bands. Why would we take draconian steps to withdraw sponsorship from these bands, especially when you're declaring profits? If you want to reduce the sponsorship, fine, I can accept that. But to withdraw it totally, I can't support that. Sorry. Not with steel bands.
Unfortunately, the optics are not very attractive to the current government. It seems as if it comes across as if there are no fans of the steel band.
Yeah.
Because it's not even included in the national logo, even though that bus had passed, so to speak.
Yes.
It was approved as a national logo, new national logo, but they have not been instituting it. And it's a little puzzling because Indo-Trinidadians, if you're calling the race card, Indo-Trinidadians have been a big part of the steel band movement.
Yes.
So it's puzzling, and it is the national instrument. It's something that Trinidad and Tobago generally is proud of, and so it's mystifying to me that would be a political target.
Yeah.
Which is how it comes across. It may not.
That's how it comes across.
But that's how it's coming across.
Yeah.
So it's mystifying to me that they would see that as being a political target. Leave the creative economy and artists out of that mess, please.
Yes.
That was one just empower them. Just empower them.
Yeah.
Because the green economy is ultimately what is going to save this country. So leave them out of it.
That was one news story, and the other one, of course, is the resumption of wrecking in Port of Spain. Port of Spain, are they tired? Are they tired with that wrecking hustle? Are they tired? I see them wrecking a vehicle. I don't know what the resumption they're talking about, because they were wrecking in Woodbrook recently. I went to El Pecos the other day, and they wrecked a car right in front there. The other day now, I see they wrecking a car on the avenue, and the guy run out. And the police officer is telling the wrecker driver to put down the car, and the wrecker driver going his way. You understand? I saw the police officer telling the wrecker driver, hey, stop blanging him down. The guy run outside. But the guy wasn't badly parked based on what I saw. Stop the hustle.
Yeah.
The hustle.
Yeah.
Stop stressing people out, man.
If somebody is badly parked, that should initiate the wrecker. That there should be a number that's called. It should not be that I am hustling to see who car I could pick up to get some money, which is what it is.
Yeah.
And so it comes across corrupt, and it comes across abusive. That's how it comes across.
And people, when you're parking, park in the direction of the traffic, because you can get wrecked if you park face in the opposite direction of the traffic. Okay, park facing the traffic. You're going west, park on the southern side. You're going east, park on the northern side. For crying out loud, do the right things all you do now, and stop giving these hustlers a chance to take your vehicle and take your money.
That's a difficult cultural practice. I think all drivers have done that.
No, but you had to learn it, Richard. I teach myself that.
I know, but all drivers do that. Or have done that. I can't think of any driver, even in the comment section, there is no driver that could tell me in the comment section they never parked on the opposite side. None.
You have to train
Not even you, Sir Charles. Sir Charles, you have done it.
Yeah. You have to train yourself not to do it. I stopped doing it.
Yeah, because you have done it too, Wendell. I have seen you.
I don't do that again. Richard, I stopped that long time. Since Western Main
No,
Road,
well, yes.
people getting ticket for it
Yes, sir.
on the Western Main Road in St. James.
But Richard himself does do that. I see him do that already.
I'm saying all drivers. Am I a driver? I said all drivers would have done that at some point because in Trinidad and Tobago, it's part of the culture. I remember when I was driving in New York, I didn't realize it was an issue.
Yeah,
and I was driving with a New Yorker, and I said, hey, look, a park. And I crossed the road to go and park. And he was like, what the hell are you doing? I said, look, there's a park there. No, you can't park in the opposite direction. And I get good and proper buff. I said, oh, good. Oh, they real backward here, boy.
They're backward. I like how you say they're backward.
Yeah, you have to park in the direction of the traffic. But you practice those things now and stop giving this wrecking hustle a chance to hustle you. Okay? Look for where it have no parking signs, bus stops and so on. Avoid parking close to that. By the corners, especially on the avenue, there's a yellow line marked where you can't park. If you go on the yellow line, even if you bump up on that yellow line, they reckon you. So start paying attention now, please. And stop.
You know what is another concern, a little concern with me and Wendell? The Republic Bank, RFHL, Republic Finance Holdings Limited, which is of course the owner of Republic Bank. I was never in support of government having those shares. I felt the PNM, when they were there, were a little mischievous sometimes. And of course, I think shareholders blocked them at one point with some of the directors that they wanted to put on the board. I think if I remember that correctly, I think that happened at some point. And I am no fan of governments owning bank shares because the financial sector is a robust but a fragile thing at the same thing to it. It so depends on confidence in your financial sector. And this government's movements, like the PNM at points with regard to RFHL, I find disconcerting, and I find leave banks to do their business. Come out of the banking business. Sell the shares. And because this is shares that they got via Clico, that the state got via Clico when Clico collapsed. So I am no supporter of government owning shares of financial banking institutions like that.
Yeah, I support that
because they always feel that they have to meddle some way. Politicians can't help it, they feel like they have to meddle. PNM was no different, and UNC ain't gonna be no different. Yeah. They're going to feel they have the right to meddle because and of course, Public Bank is one of the most successful banks in the country.
Yes.
But all of the banks successful, yes. I mean, not say all of them seem to be very successful. But still, they like to call themselves the what is their tagline? We are here for you. We're the bank for you. Yeah.
Something I don't know. I'm a Republic banker, but I don't like what I'm reading too. It's almost like if they're trying to crash the damn bank.
Well, I don't know that they're trying to crash the bank. That cannot be the intention of any government.
They better not be.
Absolutely not. Why would they want to do that? But I just don't like meddling. I find private sector is better equipped to deal with institutions like that, in my opinion. No, I'm not saying private sector is the be-all and end-all. But it was in the private sector all the time. It's only with the Clico collapse that they got those Clico shares. And I would never understood why the PNM kept on holding on to it. They should have just get out of that business, sell those shares, put that money into the consolidated fund and move on.
Yeah.
You already have FCB that's state-owned. Which is
remember Republic Bank, FCB and not GMMB. Is GMMB? Came in for special mention very early in the term of this government. I don't forget them things.
Yeah, so it's just unfortunate, but it just because you don't want people to be disconcerted at all with regard to the financial sector. So be careful and watch it and re-examine your motives of whatever you're doing. And that's all I'm saying. And I don't think that I don't think at all they want to crash and do anything so nefarious, so stupid. That's stupid. But just be, sell the shares and send it back into the private sector. At least that's my opinion. People are free to disagree.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're still talking and the show done.
Yeah.
But before we go, let me just remind people that this Sunday there is a sell-off market that is taking place at the Center of Excellence at Macoya there at the Terrenia Hall. There are a number of persons outside there, so you can go out and support the market, get all your Christmas items, things that you might be looking for, bargain prices and stuff. You have a lot of sales, flea markets popping up all over the place. And so the sell-off market is on Sunday. And for all the other persons who are having all of these flea markets and Christmas markets and stuff, you can contact us here at New Era TT Radio, and we'll be happy to advertise your products to get it outside here for you. So give us a call. You can call us at 299-5156, or you can even use the 281 number, 281-1315. Just call us. We'll make sure we get your products advertised for you.
All right. It's been a beautiful week. Well, it's been a tough week for me personally. But we're happy to be in the land of the living. People, please be careful on the nation's roads. Look out for the young ones, and remember to let go and let God. All right,
so have a fantastic day, whatever you do today. Remember, the weekend has begun, people, and it is Friday. So enjoy your Friday, whatever you do. Put a smile on your face for the weekend. Have a great one. Smiling and laughing is great for your health. Don't forget that. And this has been The Breakfast Show. Out you now.
Yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The Breakfast Show got the vibes turned on.